Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've done a video before on doing a DIY Euro mount for when I shot that big bull last year. This year I have my 2021 deer tag. This year I shot pretty decent whitetail. So I'm just gonna do another little video on doing a DIY Euro skull mount for a deer. It's super quick, it's super easy. All you need, some baking soda, some Dawn dish soap, a metal pot. I use a single propane unit and then boil it for a couple hours. Once that meat starts coming off, pressure wash it, boom, bada boom. We'll get that started, get the water on, get the head in, and let's just bust this out real fast. Stay tuned and hope you enjoy.
So first things first, go to an area where it's okay to get, spray some stuff around. We're gonna be using a pressure washer, so there's gonna be a lot of water, there's gonna be a lot of meat. So I use a canning pot. It's pretty good size, it holds any bear, deer, any smaller animal. It doesn't really hold an elk, but I just got a single propane burner. I use baking soda and Dawn dish soap. And you just fill up that pot so that the whole head is covered. It's kind of hard to carry, so I actually came and added more a little later after it started boiling a little. Just put a little dash of baking soda, just do a liberal amount of Dawn dish soap, get it on there, or get the head submerged in the water. I tape around the horns there, just to help protect the horns from, the chemical, or it's not really bad chemicals, but just any discoloration. So I pulled it out. It's roughly 2 hours where that meat starts to seem like it's starting to come off, and as it starts to peel, that's when you do your first spray. I was remembering that it does make it a lot harder when that bottom jaw is on there. So I did rip that off and I submerged the head once again. I do like using the lid. It helps keep it a little more heat. It's kind of hard, depending on the horns. But that is on there to just make it a little warmer, get the top of the skull have plenty of heat to kind of loosen up that meat up on top. It was a really windy day, so I did put up that piece of tin to just help the burner not have to fight so much to create the heat. So you can see the water's just moving a little bit. So the first time I put it in for 2 hours. This second time I gave it an additional 1 hour to just get going again before I actually started spraying it this time. The first time it didn't have a full 2 hours because there was a lot of water to heat up, so it really didn't get the full effect that it should have. Once the water's like starting to rumble a little bit for 2 hours and then you submerge, be fine. If I would have waited 2.5, 3 hours the first time, it would have gone a lot better. But because I pulled it early, sometimes you'll find you'll have to go into these ear canals. Just use a screwdriver. Sorry for the footage here, but you just pop those out because there's a lot of meat that's really hung on right there, especially a bunch of the brain tissue. So if you pop those out real quick, you run your screwdriver through the brain. I put it back in for 30 minutes this time, and it was ready to go. It was completely done. It looked beautiful. Again, the best method I have found yet to boil out and clean a skull without getting your hands all dirty, getting gloves, getting knives and everything. If I would have done it right the first time, I wouldn't have even needed to use the screwdriver. So give it 2 to 3 hours on a bigger skull. Pull it out and go slow with that pressure washer. But I had not one soft part on the skull. Everything held tight. I didn't have to use any glue like I had to in the past. It was perfectly clean, the cleanest I've ever got it. So thank you again for watching. And here's my 2021 whitetail.